NATO's support for Ukraine's sovereignty, a message to Russia. The 2014 annexation of Crimea by Russia and the ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine have drastically altered the geopolitical landscape of Europe. It has also highlighted the importance of NATO's role in supporting the sovereignty and territorial integrity of its member states. Moscow's actions have prompted NATO to take strong measures in response, including increased military spending and a more robust presence in the region. NATO's message to Russia is clear: any attempt to violate the sovereignty of its member states will not be tolerated. The alliance has consistently expressed its support for Ukraine's territorial integrity and sovereignty. In 2014, NATO issued a statement condemning Russia's actions in Crimea and reaffirming its commitment to the principles of the United Nations Charter. Since then, NATO has undertaken a number of measures to enhance its support for Ukraine. In 2015, the alliance set up a trust fund to help Ukraine modernize its armed forces. NATO has also provided training and equipment to Ukrainian forces, including non-lethal assistance such as medical supplies and communication equipment. In addition to providing direct assistance to Ukraine, NATO has also increased its military presence in the region. In 2016, the alliance deployed 4 multinational battalions to the Baltic states and Poland as part of its enhanced forward presence. These units are designed to act as a deterrent against any potential Russian aggression in the region. NATO's actions have not gone unnoticed by Moscow. Russia has repeatedly criticized the alliance's increased presence in the region, describing it as a threat to its national security. The annexation of Crimea was seen by many in Moscow as a strategic move to protect Russia's interests in the Black Sea and consolidate its position in the region. The conflict in eastern Ukraine is a complex issue with roots that extend far beyond the region itself. It is a reflection of the broader geopolitical tensions between Russia and the West, and the struggle for influence in the post-Soviet space. NATO's support for Ukraine's sovereignty is just one aspect of this wider conflict. It is important to note that NATO's support for Ukraine's sovereignty is not just a message to Russia, but to the rest of the world as well. The alliance's commitment to defending its member states and upholding international law is a fundamental aspect of its role in the world today. The conflict in eastern Ukraine has resulted in significant loss of life and significant humanitarian suffering. It has also had a serious impact on Ukraine's economy and stability. While NATO's support is important, ultimately it will be up to the Ukrainian government and people to resolve the conflict and rebuild their country. In conclusion, NATO's support for Ukraine's sovereignty is a message to Russia and the rest of the world that the alliance will not tolerate any attempt to violate the territorial integrity of its member states. While the conflict in eastern Ukraine is a complex issue with deep historical roots, NATO's commitment to defending its member states remains firm. The alliance's increased military presence in the region and direct assistance to Ukraine are just 2 examples of this commitment. Ultimately, it will be up to the Ukrainian government and people to resolve the conflict and rebuild their country.